Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, happy time zone, everybody. This is Road to Dusk. You can call me Road, Dusk, anything that you would call a friend. I am a dream usherer, so I focus on sleep, dreams, and the imagination to help create an environment where we can learn to be the better versions of ourselves. I am sorry, I am very much out of breath at the moment because I've been dealing with a lot of technical difficulties. But here's hoping, I know I look scuffed right now, here's hoping that things will go to plan for the rest of the day, because we're not doing try not to laugh or anything like that. We're doing a Q&A. And I'm dealing with a lot of visual glitches at the moment. Fuck me sideways. So this may be a little shorter than normal just to help me and my mental health. TTS is going to be off for tonight just for the sake of my own sanity. As soon as I got home, which was at 7 when the store closes at 6, I started dealing with technical difficulties with all of my VR stuff for 40 minutes straight. So I've had no time to get a whole lot of stuff set up. I just barely had enough time through that countdown to make my nuggets for this, so here's hoping things will go okay. Give me a moment to bring some friends over, because they're going to help me out with, well, words, obviously, but they're going to help me out with reading your guys' questions. Do know that currently there is a new point redeem temporarily, so if you want to ask any questions, you're more than open to send them as long as you use the point redeem. My friends who are Jolly the Erotic Octopus and Nighthaze95, aka King, are gonna help out with reading questions. So if there's anything that you need clarification from me or anything else, or want to say anything to me, be sure to try and let them know, because again, TTS is just going to be off for tonight for the sake of my own sanity. But I really hope that you guys are doing okay. I am hating in there. Today has been a clusterfuck. Here's hoping that things will get better. I'm a little aggravated and disappointed that I guess just to rant for a quick moment while I'm waiting for everyone to hop in, my virtual desktop is not working as it should. All of my games, when I try and pull up Steam VR via virtual desktop, which used to work perfectly fine, now no game wants to load. It crashes midpoint during its initialization, and so I'm not able to play my games like how I normally do. I have to use my Oculus Link, which is very unstable. Oh, whoever just gave a follow, two apparently. Thank you so much for the follows. I cannot read right now because I don't have a plugin that lets me be able to see chat, because I did not have enough time to get that plugin set up. I'm very sorry that this is so scuffed. But for a clarification on anyone that may be new to my stuff and doesn't quite know what's going on here, so I'm doing a hot sauce Q&A, kind of inspired by Smosh's Truth or Dab and the Hot Ones series, to where basically you guys ask me questions, and if there's any questions that I don't feel comfortable answering, or if there's something that stumps me, depending on the level of tea, gossip, however you want to phrase it, determines the level of spice that I go with. Because I have, wait, am I muted in here? Yes. I just realized that I have been technically muted in the world, and my lip syncing has not been working. But we have 12 different vials of hot sauces, because I recently got the Scoville Brothers branded a Ring of Inferno, which has 12 different vials, the lightest being Cascabella, or Banana Pepper, going all the way up to Carolina Reaper. So, make of that what you will. If you want to make me suffer, now's probably the best time. And thankfully, I don't have work tomorrow. I don't gotta worry about jack shit. Except for probably that last bit. Oh, Jolly, get in here.
Hello.
How you doing, hon?
I'm doing all right.
And hold on. Why are you quiet?
Am I quiet?
Oh, it's because my master volume is so quiet.
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
I'm in desktop mode because I know if you are, I'm just like part of the bed. Hello.
Alright. So, you have access to the thing that I sent you, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So, can you also keep eye on chat? Because I know I invited, Night Haze is also offering to kind of keep eye on stuff. So if, while we're still waiting on Night Haze...
I actually have it on my other monitor. I have the Q&A questions, and I have chat.
Thank you. So, are we getting anything in chat at the moment?
Questions, chat? Going back up through it.
You are a ways away from your mic.
Sorry, I looked away from it. That's my bad. Right
All
now.
good. Got another follow. Whoever just dropped for a follow, thank you so much. I cannot see my chat right now because I do not have the plugin that lets me do so.
That would be Isaac, Amadio,
Nice.
120.
Okay, well thank you so much.
There have been 3 questions so far in chat. I see 1, 2. Okay, so
There we go.
and 3. Okay.
Okay. Well, let's start off with those before we get to the ones that were submitted by others in the community from the Discord.
Okay. Oh wait, that's not a question. Oh, but there's 3. Okay, there's. All right, so we got first one is from Tiny.
Okay.
What is your big hot food take?
My big hot food take, I mean, outside of the fact, I say this half joking, outside of the fact that white people are wusses when it comes to spice most of the time. Like my mother-in-law, I should say, she has told me that she even finds sauerkraut too spicy for her.
Oh.
Hi.
Hello.
That is how concerned I am by a lot of people. Because, like, the fact that my mother-in-law sees sauerkraut or, like, certain marineras as too spicy, I'm like, honey, how can you not live? Like, frankly, I had to teach myself, and I want to teach myself again to have a higher tolerance of spice, but, like, if I could eat, like, pickled jalapenos or, like, kimchi on the daily, I would. Because that's some good shit. Also, hey, King.
Okay.
Hi.
Whoever just hopped in for another follow, thank you so much. I cannot see right now.
It was DP or D-Block.
D-Block!
It says.
Deblock, hey!
Oh my god.
Hope
So
you've been
loud.
doing well. Haven't talked to you in a hot minute, Deblock. Damn. Okay. What's question number 2 from chat? Or do we have any more?
We did, yeah.
Okay.
The question 2.
Question 2 was from Legal.
Legal.
Asks if you've ever played Mario and Luigi Partners in Time.
I played like snippets of it because there was one time that I played it on a now former friend's Wii U when they had gotten the remaster. I definitely want to play the original. I am near tempted to try and find a copy so that I can play it for myself at some point. Because like while the 3DS shop is down, like at the same time physical copies of games are very nice. I've heard
Okay.
good things about Partners
Next
in
question.
Time though. Oh, what's the next question?
Next question is from Tiny again. Who
Okay.
is your current VTuber crush / crushes?
I'm trying to think. Because my demisexual ass really does. Well, no, I stand corrected because I did have a crush on Lexi for like 3 days. I told Lexi about this. It's like the first time that I saw her content.
You did, yeah.
Yeah. But I was just also in a dark place mentally at that point, so I had to nip that in the bud because I didn't want to have that risk going parasocial. So just, yeah. Currently, when it comes to VTuber crushes, honestly, outside of the crush that I had on Lexi, no one else really liked. I don't really have any other VTuber crushes outside of Lexi, and even then, that's past. So I'm sorry to burst your bubble, Tiny.
Alright. And Tiny again, man.
Next.
She just saved up her points for these. Hottest BDSM take.
Hottest BDSM take.
Curious.
Hottest BDSM take. Hottest BDSM take is manifesting another person, like another individual via like Western Topomancy, servitors, things of that nature, is not BDSM to me. You are literally creating someone to... You're creating another entity for a fantasy. You are forcing that fantasy into reality, and you're creating another person without that created person's consent to even have a say in like how they're able to live their own life. That is abusive, and that is depraved, in my opinion. And that does not even go into the fetishization of DID and altars and whatnot in association to that. Yeah, because unfortunately, I've dealt with a lot of like Western Topomancy being used in very dark parts of the BDSM circles that I've been in, especially like erotic hypnosis. So I have definitely been victim of that. Like, we were almost forced, without our consent, to have a Western Tulpa for BDSM made in our system. And that was very traumatic.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'd give you a hug if I could, but I can't.
Yeah, that's not
Unfortunately,
mode limited.
Yeah, I was about to say, unfortunately.
Except my closeness as a hug. My closeness is a hug to you.
Closeness. Hello.
Group hug?
Yay.
Yeah.
As we are struggling so hard.
That's what happens, people, when you're in desktop mode, by the way.
Right.
But it does make reading chat easier, so.
Oh, absolutely. Like, I know that there is a plug-in for you to be able to have it connected to, like, a watch or something in VR chat, but, like, with how much technical difficulties that I've had today, I just did not have time to get that set up.
Yeah, let's see. Leo has the next question,
Ooh, okay.
which is, what's your favorite color?
Favorite color? I have 2, actually. I just realized the ton bit. Fuck it. But my 2 favorite colors are turquoise and violet.
Very pretty.
E.
Yeah. All right. Tiny
Let's
ass.
see.
Who-
Yeah.
Yeah. Who is your favorite VTuber and why is it me?
Was that Lexi?
That was tiny.
No, that was Tiny.
Tiny, I'm sorry. I mean, when Top Hat was when Top Hat was trying to poke himself into streaming, like obviously I was going to say Top Hat's my favorite VTuber because that's my boy. That's my puppy, that's my baby. But currently my favorite VTuber in general. See, now that's mean. Because the vast majority of my friends as of late are in the VTuber community. You're mean. I know. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Where? All right. Where's my hot sauce? Where's my hot sauce? I gotta take my controllers off in
I
order
can't
for me to
believe
find
this
this
is the
fucker.
one that warranted the hot sauce.
Look. When you're forced
It's like
to have to
being asked
pit,
to pick your favorite child.
I was
Yeah.
about to. When you're forced to have to pit your entire friend group against each other, like that's mean.
Yeah.
That's.
All right, let's see. What do we got? All right, how much key do we want to go for? Do we want to say this is? Because like from on a scale of 1 to 12, how much tea do we want to
12
say this
Oh,
is?
being what?
12 being
The
Carolina Reaper, 1 being Banana Pepper.
Oh, this is like the baby of the questions I figured.
Okay, I'll do the Banana Pepper then.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Where's my Banana Pepper?
Tiny says, yes, I feel so accomplished. 12, go hard or go home. Damn it, now I feel
No.
challenged.
Where is it? Oh, there we go. Okay. And I have 2 plates of nuggets. I know I look weird right now. Fight me.
Man, Frozen's an essay out by not. Oh, an easy out by not saying that his favorite was himself.
Oh.
I am not. Okay.
No,
I am not
Rhodes, too
that.
down to earth for that.
Too down to
Yeah.
earth. I say this I say this joking. I am not nearly conceited enough for that. Alright, give me a moment to plop some of this hot sauce on a chicken nugget.
Yeah, chicken nuggets sound good though.
Right?
And
I low-key want to ask my boy, I'm like, can you bring me some nuggets?
seals that I am.
I'm broke as hell right
Breaking.
now. I missed like a week of work, so
I
I'm
know
waiting till
I
payday.
look like I know I look like I'm borderline on The Exorcist. Fight me right now. I'm trying to open this fucking seal.
Are you okay?
I'm trying to open the seal on this vial.
Is no one there to help you?
No, I'm alone in the apartment right now. Top Hat is working. Be right back. I'm going to grab scissors, though I do see the next question super quick. What is a question or subject that will make you take a level 12 hot sauce? I didn't quite think about that personally, so we're just gonna have to fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
I feel like me and King should be the judges of your side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not
We
I
are
feel
really
the
like that
a
would
good
make
judge.
it fair.
Yeah, I'm not really a good judge, considering like what is like low level or high tier, whatever. Give me like 10 seconds. I need to grab scissors. I'm gonna look wonky again.
Sounds
Alright.
good.
So how have you been, King?
I've been okay. You know, just chilling.
Just chilling? Alright.
Getting getting some more stream stuff back in order, trying to get back into stream. It's been a couple days since I streamed last, so I need to get back into it. It's just IRL's been hitting me kind of hard.
I feel that. I actually missed one of my streams last week because, like, the mental health gods were like, no.
It wasn't too much like mental health for me. It was just like scheduled. I had events to go to and like people to see, so it was
just busy.
It was just busy, and then like when you come home, you're tired and you don't want to do anything, and you're like,
Okay,
No,
I have
get
news.
that.
I have scissors, and I have opened up the seal.
Please don't cut yourself.
I'm not. I promise. All right.
That would be bad.
How large of a dab do we think I need to go for this?
Large enough
since
that you
you
can
most-
appropriately taste it.
Yeah.
Well, that hot sauce is apparently very thin, so when I tried to do a dab, apparently just a whole giant puddle on one chicken nugget, so,
Consume.
What? Okay, at least it was only like the first one. It wasn't like the hot one.
And at
So
least
there is that.
It's only banana pepper. At least it's only banana pepper.
Yeah, there you go. See
You
the
should have
upside.
got some like
And-
little cups to dip it in. That's what you should have done.
Oh, see, I don't have tiny cup. I don't have tiny cups like that. The tiniest thing that I have is a mug.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
That's okay.
All right. Now I'm at the moment where it's like, I'm not sure if I should regret this or not. Give me a moment.
Do it.
Do it,
believe
you
in
coward.
Oh no, I just looked like a tiny bit. Fuck me. Fuck me.
I mean, only if you have nicely.
First, let me get permission from Top Hat, actually. Then you can go as rough as you fucking want.
Yeah, everybody in chat's like, do it.
Alright, first clip of the night. Let's fucking go. Did you say consume the nut?
The nug.
I heard nut. I'm like, what?
I mean, that's your
That tells you where my
prerogative.
brain is tonight, y'all. Alright, where the fuck did the nugget, though? Oh god, that's smelling soggy. Fuck, okay. Okay, skull. Ah! Nope. The texture of so much. Oh, nope. Nope. A pop. Nope. Immediate gag reflex was like, no. Oh no, it's at the sides of my tongue. Fuck! No!
Do you have water or something to like
I have milk.
wash it down? Okay.
He needs
Just-
some milk.
Got it.
Ah.
I remember when that came out. Ah.
This is not the kind of face fuck that I wanted.
Man, I should have had my soundboard for this. This would have been great.
Ow. Oh, and there was like a... How is this the lightest? How is this considered the lightest of the group that I have? Jesus Christ, I am fucked.
Probably
I'm
just like
prob-
extra tangy, because like banana peppers are like tangy.
They are
Yeah.
tangy. But it's just... There's a very particular, profile to it. One, obviously, like, the sauce is very thin. I was expecting it to be a little bit thicker, honestly. Who just followed? I cannot see right now, but thank you so much. Thank you for hopping in on the misery.
Yeah, Adler's Flugel 123. Thanks
Jade!
for the follow.
Jade! hope you're having fun seeing me suffer. Because I just tried to have a nugget that I accidentally just doused with banana pepper hot sauce. Completely accidental, and my gag reflex said no. Alright, that is a bust for that one.
Alright.
Ready for the next question?
May as well. Let's try.
Okay, Legal asks, what is your favorite handheld system?
Favorite handheld, Game Boy Advance. That was the first handheld that I ever had, so it's very nostalgic for me. Also, absolute sucker for 16-bit. I'm going to have a normal chicken nugget.
Solid.
Oh.
For me, it would probably be a Game Boy Color.
Oh.
I have a lot of memories with that system, and I've just kept mine. It doesn't work anymore because obviously age, but I still have it.
I'm kind of bummed I don't have like my first Game Boy.
Yeah, I have a lot of vintage systems. I have like a Nintendo Genesis. I have a Sega.
Nice.
I have all of those.
What's really ironic is that Top Hat has been getting us a lot of retro systems as of late, but we've never really been able to like actually play them. Like, for example, while my PS2 has been in the shop, he bought me a PS1 so I can play my original Final Fantasy VII. Haven't really been able to touch it because my mini TV that's in my office for my setup does not have working AV ports. So we have to put the money aside to get a PS1 to HDMI adapter at some point. But what's even more interesting is that this man, even though we do not have a box for it, we don't have the box port for it, bought an Atari 2600.
All right then.
I love this man. But we are accumulating a problem.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Next question. From Tiny. I have a ton of points from your streams. What is the craziest conspiracy theory you believe in?
I'm trying to think, what could you consider a conspiracy theory? I mean... I'm trying to think if there's even anything that I believe that would be considered a conspiracy theory.
I have the problem where I jokingly believe in a lot of conspiracy theories, but the ones I actually believe in aren't conspiracy theories. They actually stuff that happened.
Yeah. Like,
Like how the birds aren't real.
Would it be a conspiracy theory to, like, think that... I wouldn't be surprised if, like, aliens were actually a thing. Like, I already believe, like, there's deities, spiritual entities, paranormal activity, that kind of stuff. I would honestly not be surprised if aliens existed. My brain is struggling to figure out what can work as a conspiracy theory, because like there's not really a lot of unconventional or conspiracy theory kind of stuff that I believe in, unless you want to consider paganism under there, which that is a can of worms in and of itself.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, no, I would not consider paganism, heathenry, Shinto, all that jazz under conspiracy theories, because that's
spiritual beliefs. That's not conspiracy.
Yeah. To conflate conspiracy theories and propaganda with religion and faith is that is hyper generalization to the max.
Let's see. Your next question is also from Tiny, and she says, "Would you do a hot sauce or a hot ones challenge with me as a collab?"
Ooh. I'm definitely curious. We would probably have to like better set up on like what hot sauces that we want to use, especially if we want to make it like a competition of like, because the way my brain is going, if we have totally different hot sauces from one another, then we may not have like a good sense of like who is better at taking heat than the other. If we have the same hot sauces.
To interject.
Where?
So like a hot ones thing, it's I don't know, it's like a show where they do interviews while eating consecutively spicy or hot sauce, and you can actually buy the array of hot sauces they use.
Oh.
Like it's their brand is called like Hot Ones.
Okay.
And so they sell all the sauces they use, so you could both buy the same set and it would be the same hot sauces. And it has like level 1 to the hottest one.
Ooh.
I actually have done the hottest sauce that they have.
No.
And
what was that like?
I've done it. And honestly, it tasted delicious. It was really good. I loved it. I ate most of it, more than my boyfriend, because we were doing a hot ones like as a group.
Nice.
And he's the type that if he eats anything spicy, he immediately starts sweating. So, yeah, like I don't know if it was called the Apollo or not, but I'll have to look it up, Tiny, and I'll let you know. But
I'm definitely curious now too.
It was really, really good. And of course, I got looked at like a crazy person. Like, how can you not find that hot? I'm like, no,
so,
it's spicy.
You
but
can
it's
definitely
not
take
hot.
spice.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty alright with spice. Like, I'm not too bad.
Yeah, that reminds me
Okay,
of...
then yeah, it was the Apollo.
Yeah, that reminds me of... There's this American YouTuber that lives in Korea, Dave. He and a lot of his friends used to do, like, spicy challenges, and one of their friends, Tane, loves spice. Like, she can do even, like, some of the hottest things that you could ever imagine. But one thing that they found interesting is that Tane can't do sour. Like, she gets incredibly uncomfortable. Like, she has a, like, you know, like the like, kind of like the slight stain that you get from, like, sweet things sometimes. She gets that with, like, sour and tangy stuff.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way though. I can't do sour.
Oh!
Like, I don't even like, I can't do, like, Sour Patch Kids. Like, that starts to, like, after 2, my tongue starts to feel, like, weirdly numb. And I can't do sour, but I can do spice. And I think that's just, if you eat spicy food regularly, and, like, you have a pretty high threshold of it, I think you probably have, like, either a issue with having a lot of sour, or you're maybe more sensitive to it just because, like, your taste buds are changing, you know?
Right. No, definitely.
Because I'm like, that would probably, like, mine.
Mm-hmm. No, I can see the logic of that.
Let's see. Oh man, Tiny's just stacking on the questions. Okay, next question
Really
is, what anime do you hate that you feel others would disagree strongly with you?
What anime do I hate that I think... So, basically an unpopular opinion. Trying to think. I don't think Tenchi Muyo is all that good.
Which one?
Tenchi Muyo.
I've never heard of it.
One of like the
That name's,
quintessential
sounds familiar, but I can't
sci-fi harem animes in the 90s. Frankly, I'm not all that big on harem animes as is. Oh, also, I seriously didn't. Actually, this is probably a more unpopular one than Tenchi Muyo. I really do not get the hype of Sword Art Online. The concept of Sword Art Online, story-wise, is literally just a dot hack series, but with a fresher coat of paint.
So I agree with you on that one. My only, I guess, take on it is the first season is probably the best out of all the seasons they've produced. Not the best, like, of the genre. Like, clearly no. But out of this particular storyline that they tried to push, right?
Right.
This first season was probably the best just because it actually had character growth somewhat more, and it was like, I love the action part of it, like the fantasy action of it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I think the other seasons, like, as they focus too much on either the relationship between the Kirito and Asuna, or like the other kind of, like, they put too much romance in. I'm like, no, I just want fantasy fighting.
They
Like,
honestly could have done so much more for Asuna as a character, instead of having the romance between her and Kirito being her sole character trait.
yeah, I'm like, she used to be a badass, but then what happened?
Right.
They needed the damsel.
Boo.
Boo. Let's see. Okay. Next question is from Tiny. It says, what do you feel you could say right now that would cause the FBI to break down your door?
Brain is not working, trying to figure out.
You know what? That's probably a good thing, because then they might. So you're protecting your property.
My brain immediately goes. Have either of you guys seen the show The Whitest Kid You Know?
Oh, my brain was
No.
also thinking, like, whose line is it anyway? Like, you know, like those scenes from Hat of, like, what's a thing that you could say about your dog but not your wife kind of spiel.
Yeah. Well, on that show, there was a bit they did, and it was like, so you can't say this on television. You can't use a mortar to blow up the White House from a building that's across the street, and they were showing detailed plans of how this would work, but you can only say it if you say not to do this, and that's what we're telling you, don't do this.
Right.
And it was a whole sketch of just that.
Trying to think. What? Okay.
What
is a thing?
Tiny did ask, if you can't... No, Tiny's like, if you can't think of one, does that mean a hot sauce take?
I would count that as a non-answer, so I say yes.
Yeah, same.
All right. I'm going to try a different nugget with not nearly as much hot sauce on it, because I wish I could show you guys. No, I do not want to use the same nugget. No, there is way too much hot sauce on that one. Like,
I think
not only is, like, the hot sauce is incredibly thin and it just puddled. Oh wait, no, were you wanting to try and say that you think that it needs to go up a level?
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe like a 2.
Yep.
Okay. Well, give me a moment. I'm going to look wonky while I get the next file set up.
I bumped my mouse.
Yes, Tiny, it's a 2. We're being nice.
Listen, as it gets further on, we'll start being meaner.
Oh yeah, I mean we can always. This is just one of those. It depends on the question. I'm gonna say it depends on the level of question. If it doesn't get an answer, that's when it gets a hotter level. But this question was kind of mild, so it gets a mild sauce.
Yeah.
Do you see the logic? So, Tiny, if you get what I'm kind of kept throwing out there, do you accept the challenge? I can only think of so many Twitch-safe questions that Road won't answer.
See, and now I'm starting to question how I ended up setting, like, my scale, because do you want me to read off? Actually, no. In the document, you can read off the hot sauces that I have, because like now I'm concerned if I did my scaling wrong, because I was just going based on like the average amount of Scovilles.
I mean, that's generally
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because my first one was Cascabella, so banana pepper. This one, level 2, is Chipotle.
Yeah, that sounds like a reasonable upgrade. Yeah.
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 I believe the next one... I know I have like habanero... I know I have habanero and jalapeno somewhere in there. I have two habaneros. I have habanero green and habanero red. I'm delaying the
Well, that
inevitable.
Cajun one sounds yummy.
And I'm probably going to need more milk. Fuck. Well, time to suffer.
Suffer.
Okay. I'm going to be transparent. I made sure that I only had like a little dab.
Everybody do the flop!
Thank you for the flop. I only did a dab of the Chipotle this time. And I also made sure that I shook the vial so that things were more incorporated. Because the banana pepper one was so thin, was not incorporated. And so there was just so much on that nugget. It was just way too much. But doing the dab for the Chipotle made it so much more tolerable. Like, I don't actually have to go for milk for this.
Yeah, that first one is probably because you just had way too much. It just kind of was just too much. Okay. So next question then. Again from Tiny. What would cause you to fight somebody?
What would cause me to bite somebody?
Fight, not bite.
Oh, I heard bite.
Fight.
No, it's fight.
Fight. Well, I mean, first off, I rarely ever actually get like fights with folks. I am very much not a confrontational person. Now, Kagi, on the other hand, because he's kind of the older brother of the group, like, if something were to happen to where it's like, we are, like, in danger, like, Kagi will throw hands. Kagi and a few others, honestly. But Kagi especially will throw hands. If we, as, like, the body of the system, or anyone that's close to us, are in any kind of danger.
It's like a protection kind of thing.
Yeah.
Not like a confrontation.
Like, we would
it's
never.
More like, it's
Not like someone walked up to you and went, "Your favorite anime is trash." Like you wouldn't like throw it out.
Oh no, I wouldn't. None of us would would hurt someone over that. It's like, you got a shit take. You got a shit take. That's not grounds to. That's not grounds to assault.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. The next one is. These are pretty much all from Tiny. So like from the next ones onward. Just know that. We'll let you know if it's somebody else.
In the document actually, if we want to switch to that at some
You want to
point.
take a couple from there?
Sure.
Okay. So I'll do.
Tiny, you can keep racking up.
Document. So here we go. For each member of the system, what's your favorite genre of music?
Yeah, for.
I don't know what that would mean.
Wait, what?
Oh, genuine tone.
Oh.
Tone indicator of genuine.
Yeah. So. I'll only say this for like those that are actually going to be streaming, because like there's. If I were going to be listing like 25 people's different favorite musical genres, we'd be here for a good while. So I'll only list mine, Kagi's, Imogen's, Ren's, and Anastasius's. So mine, I tend to gravitate a lot to metalcore, leaning a little bit into like death metal or like deathcore, symphonic metal, especially Nightwish and Ambrian Dawn.
Nightwish goes hard.
I fucking love Nightwish. Like, as much as I love Floor has an amazing voice, but I like Tarja and Annette have such special places in my heart. But for Kagi, he tends to gravitate more towards like power metal, a little bit of hair metal, surprisingly enough. Ren goes for like modern like American and Japanese pop, a little bit of K-pop, but not on the hip hop side. Anastasia
So the bubblegum poppy.
Yes, very much bubblegum pop.
Oh my god, that's so entertaining to me. That's so funny. Just for that, I'm gonna start sending you videos that I know. Well, he'll just be like, "Oh yeah."
Let's see, and Anastasius, they have been going really hard, like listening to like Poor Man's Poison. So like that kind of like modern, folky kind of aesthetic is what he tends to gravitate to. Which is also interesting because he also likes more like softer, serene kind of music as well sometimes, like Enya. Y'all know that artist, Enya?
No.
Serene as hell. Absolutely fucking serene. Our counselor at our vocational school when we were still in high school would literally play nothing but her music in the background when she was tending to the kids at her school. It was amazing. Because that music is very comforting.
What's another one from the doc?
So next one from the doc. So let's do a couple from the doc, and then I feel like let's alternate. So like you'll do one from chat, and I'll do one from the doc. I think that'll work for us.
Sounds good.
I like that.
All right. Who is your favorite up and coming underground artist right now?
So this is a point to where I got some bias. Nick Swisher. He is a friend of ours from high school, and I really love his creativity when it comes to his rap. He's still underground. He still has some of his early albums on Spotify, actually. Swisher is spelled without the E, so Swish R. Highly recommend y'all look him up.
Okay.
All right. And I'll do one more from the doc, and then we'll switch back and forth. What is your favorite starter from Gen 4? So that's
Gen
going to be
4
Piplup,
is...
Turtwig, and Chimchar.
Um,
That's Sinnoh.
yeah. To be honest, because I never actually played Gen 4, my first generation was Kalos, because I was a sheltered child. I gotta say, as much as I love fire starters, Chimchar is not really my go-to. From those starters specifically, I gotta go Piplup.
Yeah, penguins.
Penguins.
Yeah.
Piplup has a
I
special
didn't-
place in my heart because I have a friend whose name kind of sounds like Piplup.
Oh, that's adorable.
I didn't even know Piplup was a starter. I just like the
Yeah.
penguin.
Yeah.
Shows how much I
It's the
know
water
about
type
Pokemon, y'all. The only starters I know of were like the originals. Alright, on to chat, and I'm glad it's me asking this question. So, most embarrassing intercourse encounter.
Oh boy.
I have a story for
This is
this.
from Tiny.
I have a story for y'all. So, it was
Yay, story time.
New Year's Day, and and Top Hat and I were hanging out with folks. We had driven out to their place. We had a whole bunch of people that came from in-state and out-of-state, myself being out-of-state, to hang out with everyone and have a Happy New Year. Top Hat and I were sleeping on a mattress that was given to us. There wasn't a whole lot of space, so it was in a living room. One of our friends, who is Ace, and possibly sex repulsed, like, she was totally, like, we communicated and everything was fine afterward, but not really thinking, Top Hat and I ended up obviously having some fun in the living room, thinking that everyone else was just asleep, and we accidentally woke our friend up, and she heard the whole thing.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh no! Oh, that's the worst.
Oh yeah.
I can relate to that because my partner, she has a little bit of that issue being demi, so
Yeah.
I can relate to that. I have a lot of Ace friends actually.
Oh yeah.
I like to say I absorbed all of the sexuality they didn't have. As
It is
the
so
chaotic
interesting
bisexual I am.
being demi as well, but also having a high sex drive. Like,
See, I don't have that problem. But then again, I'm part of the bisexual squad, so I'm just
Hey,
all
all
sexual
good.
all the time.
Yeah. Yeah,
a little
bisexual
bit
squad,
of
that's cool.
everything all of the time.
Oh no.
See, when you
Alright.
started that, my brain went to Mambo number 5.
Alright.
Alrighty.
Tiny asked, if you could be any form of potato, what would you be?
Ah. If I specifically wanted to be any form of potato. Sweet potato. I love
I like
sweet
to be-
potatoes.
Huh. Is it because you're sweet?
I mean, it's also because I was raised in the Midwest and sweet potato casseroles are the shit.
Ah. See,
Which
I
is
would
not
always
even
be
they
true
have
mashed
the audacity to
potatoes.
serve that as an
They're literally
entree.
just sweet potatoes with cinnamon and marshmallow. It is... I say this completely jokingly, but that is crack. It is amazing.
It's super good, but like, I can't believe people have the audacity to serve that as like part of the main dish. It's like, that's a dessert. That is
It is
not
definitely a
something you
dessert.
put next
It is
to like
absolutely
the
a
turkey.
dessert. I still love it though.
Okay. Personally, I would like to do mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes are alright. It depends. Mashed potatoes, for me, they need more. Like, you cannot do mashed potatoes on their own. You need to have some sort of spice or something added to it. Like garlic or like just something to spruce it up.
See, I just want to be mashed potatoes because I like being pounded. I'm sorry, that was... Okay, moving on.
Sauce ain't the only thing that's spicy here.
Sorry. Next question is, what's your biggest, darkest secret?
I mean, clarification question, like, cause like how my brain is going is like deep, dark, secret. Like, what context of deep and dark? Like, are we meaning deep and dark when it comes to,
that
like,
feels very vague.
sex? Are we talking when it comes to trauma? Are we talking when it comes to, like, shit that I've done that I feel guilty about?
I feel like this was her attempt, though, to, like, really get you to,
To, like, try and get me up to,
yeah.
like, a high level and suffer?
Road, she said, Tiny says, Road, you're stalling, take a shot.
I don't know. I'm with Road on this one. I feel like that's a little vague. It's a little bit of a vague question.
Yeah, because, like, also with, like, my brain, I don't know if it's, like, just me being autistic or something else, but, like, I need more context.
Probably, like, what is that one thing that you keep to yourself, but you would never, ever, ever tell anybody, not even maybe your partner? I think that's what the context is.
Yeah, that sounds better.
Tiny says, it's not vague. We all have a thing we all don't want to share with the world or we don't want to tell anyone. And she agrees with me. Yes. So, hot sauce,
Okay,
hot
that's
sauce, hot sauce, hot sauce.
See, now this is mean because my brain literally cannot fathom if I have anything like that. Because, like, I am very close and transparent and communicative with Top Hat, so it's like, there is no secret that I have that I would take to the grave, so to speak.
That's all, but
The
I'm also like,
council will
dang
now
it.
decide your fate.
Yeah, I was like, you're because you can't think of one, you're taking hot sauce anyway. That's
Fuck.
it.
Do I gotta go to level 3?
I think,
No, we're going level 4.
Fuck.
yeah, I was about to say 4.
Okay. Alright. Me get my shit off so that I can look at the vial.
I'm having way too much fun with the reverb on this mic.
You're fucking majestic. Okay.
We were doing Monster Prom 3 with Josephine yesterday, and I
Right.
was glitch, and every time they would talk, I'd turn the reverb up.
Alright. So, looks like the level 4 is just called hot sauce. The level 3, I'll take a look at that in a moment after I get rid of the seal on this. Oh, level 3 was habanero green. Okay. Time for an itty bitty dab on this, and then I probably... Oh yeah, I definitely need to refill my thing for milk. Because now, I am concerned. Right, just gotta cap this off. look like a demon has had their way with me. Okay.
Yo, word?
Meow. Nope. That was the desk. Okay. Okay. Down the hatch. Okay. Where is my other thing? Okay. Okay, I'm starting to feel it's very subtle, but I can definitely tell that we're starting to get into some like some very subtle burn territory. I can feel not enough to where it's going to be a problem, but I can definitely feel like it wants to be a problem, but it's not a problem.
I see.
And that's level 4. So all right, so
He needs some milk.
God damn it, Jelly.
do we,
Josephine's rude to me. I've discovered sound pad.
Oh no.
are we switching to are we switching back to the dock or
Yeah, let's do a couple
Okay.
from the dock.
okay.
All right. Oh man, I'm excited for this one. But one at a time here. Why did you decide to start streaming?
One part because I was kind of bored, because I got into streaming before I got into VTubing. Streaming in general, one part because I was a little bored because of like me being a part-timer working in retail, and another part being that I was curious, and I always have been curious about seeing if I could make streaming a regular source of income. So, like, there's your answer, I guess, the short of it.
Okay. All right. Favorite Powerpuff Girl.
Favorite Powerpuff Girl? Buttercup. Hands down.
Okay. That's acceptable. I'm more
That's
of a fan of Bubbles myself,
acceptable?
but
Acceptable.
that's acceptable. It's acceptable.
Look, I love me Bubbles. Bubbles is adorable. But just the aesthetic of Buttercup, like the quintessential, like, defiant tomboy kind of archetype. It's like, yes.
Yeah, I agree. Buttercup's the superior of the three.
Yee.
I do see the appeal of Buttercup. I personally like Bubbles, but I'm not gonna say you guys are wrong for Buttercup.
See, what's weirdly enough is you could probably look at your like friend circle and decide just by their personalities who their favorite Powerpuff Girl is.
Would
Because I
you-
can tell you probably right now, Lexi off the bat would probably either be Blossom or Bubbles.
Yes. Would you
Yeah.
figure that I would have said Buttercup even before I said Buttercup?
Yes. Only because when I think of like Blossom, I think of more like academic, kind of like preppy in a way.
Yeah.
But in that like mature preppy kind of adulting
Yeah,
Bubbles
yeah,
to
yeah,
me
yeah.
is the cute party girl who loves drinking, who loves going out, being with her friends. And I'm like, Buttercup people, we're just very chill. We know what we want. We're no BS types, but it's also like,
Yeah.
if we don't like you, we're gonna tell you to your face.
No, absolutely.
All right. Now this question I was excited for.
Okay.
Titties, ass, or thighs?
Thighs. Thighs,
Okay.
hands fucking down. I mean, boob, like, tits are a very close second, but thighs are definitely number one for me.
See, I'm torn. I'm very torn. Like, I can appreciate a good set of thighs, but I'm like, but ass though.
Okay, I guess.
Yeah, I've always been one for the titty. That's just me.
Actually, for me, I just realized a thing. What's higher for me than thighs is hips. Because imagine being able to grab someone by the hips.
Ooh.
Ooh. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
See,
All right.
I've always just liked curvy women.
See, I
And
love
so
curves
to me, I'm
too.
like,
Frankly, I'm also
when
a
they have
curvy
the
guy,
ass, it
so.
creates the curve. And I'm just like, oh yeah, but hips are great, especially when, okay, I'm sorry, we're getting into wrong territory. we're side.
This is
Don't
an 18
start.
plus stream,
See, now
okay? If we tangent into the lewd, we tangent into the lewd.
Yeah, but I don't want to go too lewd and then get you, kicked off Twitch. Daddy Twitch don't like that.
Listen, there is a this stream is for mature audiences button for a reason.
Ooh, yes, I agree.
As long as we're not
Tiny.
having ERP live
Oh.
on stream, I'm sure. Like,
What did Tiny say?
She goes, all of them and the dick.
Yes.
yes.
I have certain thoughts about that, but I'm not saying it on stream.
No laughs from that. Damn.
Sorry, I'm chewing gum. I'm trying not to die.
You're not the one who's
yeah,
suffering
Tiny
with
also
hot
says-
sauces over here.
That's true, but I like the spice, so I
Who
wouldn't be
bonked me?
suffering.
Who the fuck bonked me? Show yourself. Fuck!
Charlie, stop.
Was that a point routine, or was that just you being a dick?
No, that was just Jolly being on SoundCloud.
That's just me being a douche.
Another one.
Fuck you.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay, what's the next question?
Okay, I'm not sure who put this question in, and it makes no sense. It just says heat from fire.
I
don't know.
mean,
I don't know
do
what
I
that
like
means.
heat from fire? Do I like fire as in like fireplaces? Yeah. Fire, like campfires are nice because and even fire pits are nice because you can have a spot to roast marshmallows for s'mores. Eh?
Alright.
That probably didn't answer the question that they were originally going for, but it's still an answer.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they were going for with that one, so... Alright, let's do a couple from chat.
Yeah.
Okay. Tiny asks, who is your favorite horror thought?
My favorite horror thought.
See, this is a loaded question because you're sitting...
Because
Oh, wait, no.
Tiny asked.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's Tiny
because there's
as.
Tiny, there's Lexi, there's Monkey, and there's Josephine. You're
Ooh.
number 2,
Ooh, wait.
sweetheart, but Lexi's number 1.
Okay, this next question, though, ties into that.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's also by Tiny, and it says, if you could murder one of the horror thoughts, which one?
Fuck that, we're going to level 5.
Hey.
Oh.
Mainly because I could never purposefully put in any motive to hurt someone to that degree. No. No. Let's see.
Oh my god, Tiny was asked such a loaded question. This next one.
Oh man.
While I'm getting the seal, what's the next question?
It says, if we consider today's society and the current pulse of the country, what is your biggest political concerns in the government?
That my existence is going to be deemed illegal and worthy of being nixed.
Ouch.
I need to take this and make sure that it's incorporated.
Alright, let's see if we can rapid fire some while you are getting your hot sauce ready.
Yeah.
Alright, what is the oddest thing that turns you on?
The oddest thing that turns me on, I would have to say, I know not a lot of people consider this, like, odd, but I know some people that do because PDA and whatnot. I'm trying to figure out a good way to even, like, describe it, like,
What is it, and I can help you describe it?
like doing more than just doing more than just like biting the earlobe, like going to absolute fucking town.
Oh, so your ears are sensitive.
Yeah.
Okay. Fun fact, didn't know, but alright.
Yep.
Bitch, you never asked.
Well, I mean, it's just, I'm sorry, we didn't have this group discussion that one day, it just kind of derailed, you know. It's okay.
Alright, I'm gonna do a quick fire one from the doc. Sharingan or Ultra Instinct?
Sharingan or Ultra Instinct? I'm sorry, I am neither I know of Naruto and I know of Dragon Ball. I'm not really a fan of either. So,
Trick question, which time from Bayonetta? What? Mic drop.
From what little I know, because I know more about Dragon Ball than I do about Naruto, so I gotta go with Ultra Instinct. Mainly because I know that Ultra Instinct is basically meant to rival the abilities of a god. Whereas I don't know anything about Naruto lore that talks about power levels and abilities of people that go to the level of or surpassing a deity.
I think that actually literally happens at the end of Shippuden.
Again, I don't know Naruto.
Listen, I don't know much more context outside of that, but it does reach that point. But yeah, I like the Sharingan over the two, but that's because I'm a bigger fan of Naruto than I am Dragon Ball, and also Kakashi's my favorite, like one of my favorite characters. And
Fair.
Sharingan is cool.
No, that's fair. Okay, down the hatch.
And he reads pornography in front of children, which is not really cool. Ooh. I got one that will guarantee another hot sauce.
Nice.
Alright, Road. You ready?
Hold on, they might be dying from the current hot sauce.
Yep.
I might need to double check the dates on these, because like that is the same level of like not right tang from, like, as I got from the banana pepper. I'm not sure if that's meant to be like that, or if there's, like, something off about it. But just... The tang has a certain flavor to it that is just not pleasant. It's not even hot. It's just the flavor that concerns me.
All right, Road. Question from the doc. Why are you so handsome?
Because beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and while you may see me as handsome, not everyone does.
That's a very wholesome answer.
It's a very wholesome answer.
Yeah.
Almost feels like a cop-out answer, but it's very wholesome.
Yeah.
Alright, are we wanting to do one more question from the doc before switching back to chat?
Yeah.
Okay. What was your biggest fear when you first started streaming? Genuine question.
Biggest fear that I had when I was first getting into streaming is that, that I wasn't going to be making an impact. Because, like, the streaming platform is already heavily oversaturated. And when I first got into streaming, it was before I got into VTubing. So I didn't even fully know what aesthetic I was wanting to go for. I just wanted to stream. So I wasn't really grounded in, like, what I wanted to do, so that had me very concerned about how my audience was going to be and all that jazz. Also fears of, like, is this even going to work? Will I be able to have this as, like, any kind of income in the future? Am I just doing something that's fruitless, or only super close friends of mine, or people that claim that want to support me but really don't actually want me around? Are people just hyping me up, making me feel happy when I'm actually shit at this? Things like that.
Like, one that I had was having that fear of you're gonna come across one of those, like, Twitch cringe comp, and it's just gonna be like my clips.
I never even knew
people
that
like,
those were a thing.
Yeah, just like people like seeing your content and going, wow, this person's like just super cringy and like lame, and just pretty much people cyberbullying you for being a streamer the way you are, you know?
Boo.
I mean, what is it? When I first started streaming, I streamed to the face mask on. I never showed my whole face. For one, I didn't think I was actually cute, so I didn't find myself attractive. For like compared to other streamers, I guess I was like, I'm not that pretty. And like my second thing was I just didn't like the way sometimes my smile looked, and so I did it as a way to like hide whenever I would like laugh or talk. Eventually I did take it off, but that was towards the end of when I was leaving streaming for like a year or more.
Right. No, I get you with that, and I think that's why, like, similar, I guess, like, dysphoria in regards to like how you look and how people will perceive you. It's why a lot of people, especially trans folks, get into VTubing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually
VTubing
big
is
why.
easier.
Being non-binary, that's like big why I got into VTubing.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that'll. Let's do a couple from chat.
Okay.
Okay, so we have from DBS, it's who's your second favorite an up and coming artist right now? If you have one.
I do not, honestly, because to be honest, outside of like, well, I take that back. DBS, there's quite a few friends of yours that are underground whose music that I really enjoy. I gotta say the one that I'm most curious about seeing getting more support is used to go by Pain, made the song Betrayed. That's definitely my number 2.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Tiny asks, what is your biggest pet peeve in regards to the mental health community?
How quick people are, especially in regards to like the dissociative community, to try and just promote more ableism in especially the trying to figure out a good way to phrase this, turning trauma into a tier list. People claiming
Honestly,
when people claim like, oh, you have to have a certain kind or certain level or certain amount of trauma to be considered of a certain diagnosis or a certain identity in mental health and disability, that is bullshit. And you're just only enabling more of the ableism and oppression that is instigated on us by maladaptive like medical health systems.
Yeah, that's a big problem I've noticed. Like, with my partner, she's has a big issue of not thinking her problems are valid because they're not as bad as other people's. And I've noticed that like a lot of people have that like train of thought. Like even I've had that like kind of train of thought. Like, oh, I'm not that bad. Like it's I don't have an issue because of that. There are people way worse than me.
Oh yeah, we have dealt with that like all the time when like it's something that we're still learning, but like for me especially, like the thought of like, oh, I can't actually be dissociative, I can't actually have alters because I was abused, but it wasn't nearly as bad as like other folks have dealt with, so I can't be dissociative, I can't have alters because what I dealt with was so much less. But trauma is trauma. Your brain does not have your trauma at a tier list. Society and oppression and ableism create that tier list. Your brain doesn't designate what is a high-level trauma or low-level trauma. Trauma is trauma, and your brain will react how it needs to in order to get out of that trauma. That's just how it is. That got a little deep.
Yeah, I was like processing. Yeah, I was like, oh right. Huh? It was like my mind was processing, and I was like, yeah. Okay. On a lighter note, sweet potatoes or yams?
Sweet potatoes, namely because I've never had yams. I know that technically potatoes and yams are different. I'm very curious about like the difference between sweet potatoes and a yam, especially considering the fact that I know that ube is a specific type of yam that's popular in the Philippines. Mm-hmm. I'm very curious about ube.
Ube is delicious.
It looks yummy.
It does.
It is so good.
It is a deep,
I
rich,
never knew what
dark
ube
purple
tasted
color
like.
on the inside. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, I never knew what ube was or tasted like until I started dating a Filipino, and then my mind has been changed.
Nice.
Man, let me tell you, I sure do love living in a Midwest food desert. It's great.
I'm sorry,
I
Charlie.
miss living in the Pacific Northwest. I used to find so much good shit there.
me see. Oh, real quick though, Tiny says, I think this was in response to the mental health tangent.
Wait, what?
No, I'm reading chat, but
Oh.
I believe what Tiny is about, what I'm about to read is in reference to the question of the mental health.
Okay.
Like, that whole thing. And people handle different levels of trauma differently too. Like a minor trauma may be a big deal to someone, while a major trauma may not affect someone.
Exactly.
She also says sweet potatoes are fibrous. Ube is delicious.
Ah.
Also from Tiny is, if I am seriously running out of question ideas, if I give you 700 bits, will you do level 12?
For a level 12?
700 bits.
700 is too small. No.
Oh, so what would be the key number of bits for you to just skip straight to 12?
Thing is, if I say that, I know that you have the points regardless. And I know you're going to use them. Are you sure you want to use that power now?
Would it be bits, or would it be a sub?
Oh, I'm thinking when it comes to, like, channel points. Because I don't want to be mean and have people have to do a sub or bits.
No,
I think you do bits just to have you just straight drink a hot sauce, pretty much.
Yeah, that's
Not
what
drink it, but
Tiny's
just
asking.
try
700
the
bits.
12.
To do the 12.
When you said bits, my
If
brain
you
registered
donate-
it as points. I was like, no, that is
No, bits are the different.
okay.
The little
500
Twitch
that's,
emeralds.
That's about $5.
Tiny made a little evil smiling emoji in the chat.
Yep.
My brain is not computing how to figure out something for this because I'm also heavily intimidated.
She says $5 for a small dab seems fair.
Okay, yeah, $5 for like a tiny dab. On a nugget. If you're wanting me to take a swig, 25.
I don't think anyone would ever expect you to take a swig of hot sauce, because I wouldn't do that at first. Oh shit! She
Oh,
sent
fuck.
it. She sent it. She sent the
I
700
heard the roar.
biddies.
I heard the roar.
Yeah.
Now take the dab on the nugget.
And I said this was gonna be the Carolina, right?
Accept your fate.
This is the level 12. This is the Carolina, right?
Yep.
Y'all spend time with the chat real quick. I need to refill my cup with milk as a preemptive.
All right, you do that. Yeah. Yep. Take your time. Take a breather, but you're coming back with it. I have never been more tempted to spend $25 before since DBS. I mean, he's already doing it. Sorry. So I would say save the 25. I mean, if you want to spend $25 on someone, spend it on me, please. Because
I'd say spend it on me, but I'm not affiliate yet, so I can't get donations.
oh, Tiny's like, why ask questions when you can just pay? So true. So true.
Just
Damn, shameless Nate.
torture yourself for Twitch.
JK. Hey, I am trying to hustle, my good woman. That's why I have my promo section in my Discord of my NSFW, and if you want to support, go support me there, because that makes a lot more. And you get better content. Just saying. DBS says I'd give it to you on like Cash App or something, Jolly.
No, don't give me $25. That's fine. I'm just being silly.
I've been
Actually, now that I
seriously
think about it, I
considering.
think I do
getting-
actually have donations set up for with Stream
Service.
Elements, but don't.
See.
You don't
Tiny,
I
are you
don't expect
saying-
anyone to do that?
Service as in the service that I have, like that same site. That is for the spicy spice.
The friends?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I have the friends site. Yeah. I mean, if you want, you can. I've seen a lot of people, honestly, a lot of big pages are their VTubing model. I've seen a lot of people do that, which is kind of
Yeah.
weird to me. Like, I feel like that takes a lot more effort because of like the art that would have to be done.
I mean,
I
that's,
used to
that's
do, like,
literally
VR
what
modeling.
Project
Oh!
Melody does.
Oh yeah, I'm actually subscribed to her
I
page.
will have you know that there are folks
Follow
in
her
my
on Twitter.
system that are looming behind me in absolute fucking fear and concern. Like Belos, the one
So,
who
like,
normally
yeah.
tries to like keep inside. Like he normally tends to like tend to everyone like inside. He is straight up next to me, be like, "Are you okay? Do I need to do something?"
I mean, if you feel comfortable doing it, Tiny, I say fuck it and do it.
Do
What?
it.
Yeah, nothing's stopping you, boo. Nothing at all.
Okay, and I have a whole like giant ass souvenir cup with a straw full of milk on
Fine.
standby.
Let's do this. Carolina Reaper. Carolina Reaper.
Okay. I'm fucking scared. I'm terrified.
It's gonna be okay. It'll be fine. You'll be fine. I promise. All is gonna be okay, Road.
Ah! I'm curious how many clips
more
there's been
you-
so
you-
far for tonight.
The more you stall, the
Do
worse
it.
it's gonna get. It's better just to do it and get it over with. You got this.
Like ripping off a band-aid.
Mhm.
See, but ripping the band-aid is still bad, especially when you have a bunch of hair.
Yeah, but it's only bad for like a second.
Are you okay, Road?
Fuck, it's fingering! Fuck!
Oh no!
And it was a micro dab too. Fuck. Yeah, no, this is definitely making me
some milk.
This is definitely making me realize though that I definitely need different hot sauces than these, because they're all like, they still all have like the tangy and not like the very bad tangy kind of aftertaste, and they're all very thin.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, no.
You probably got a lot of like vinegar-based ones, and that's like an issue with vinegar-based hot sauces. They all have like kind of a yucky tang to them, and they're very thin.
Probably. I'll have to double check the ingredients on these. Ugh. Okay, and with the Carolina Reaper, I know that is eventually going to come back with a bite.
I hope you bought Pepto-Bismol.
I did not. I can go puff
no.
some. Okay. So, what questions are we doing next?
You want to do another from chat, or do we want to go to the doc?
Let's do next few from the doc.
Okay. All right. This is kind of a joking question. Who is
Yeah.
the most down bad person you know?
See, I don't get the phrase down bad. My brain is not computing what that means right now.
Like-
but it's
Kind of like openly horny.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta say, and I say this also completely jokingly, from the system of myths, aka Nebulam Noctis, Cat! Cat, we love you. You are a literal sex demon, and that is awesome. You are down bad.
Okay.
There's your answer.
Okay. All right, next one. Lady Dimitrescu or Mr. X?
Lady Dimitrescu. Straight up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, frankly, for me also, it's mainly because I don't, like, especially when it comes to, like, monsters, cryptids, paranormal, I don't really go for muscular. Like, tone is fine, but when you get to, like, JoJo levels or Pachimochi levels of muscle, you lost me.
I get that. All right. Next question.
Ye-
Can you beat Goku though?
No. No. I do not need to explain that. There is no way in fuck that I could beat Goku. Nor would I want
Okay.
to, because I normally don't like to fight.
All right. And then do one more from the doc, and then we can switch.
Yeah.
All right. Panty or stocking?
Panty.
Now, the question, it doesn't say on here, panty, if it's referring to the clothing or the characters.
I'm assuming considering panty instead of panties, because normally when people say panties, they mean like the actual underwear. I'm assuming panty and stocking, as in panty and stocking and garter belt. Panty.
Okay.
I jive so much more with panties vibe than stocking.
That's on that list, the list I need to watch.
Hooey. I should probably get watch it again sometime soon, because it's been a while since I watched it.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna step away for a few minutes. So if I'll just catch up when I can.
Hey,
Okay.
Jolly, do you mind reading reading some of the questions from chat then?
Not at all. I have that up, so that's not a
Eat.
problem.
I feel the burn, like a subtle burn, because I did like a tiny dab. And yeah, I think there is definitely vinegar, because it's definitely diluted it. I can tell, because with Carolina Reaper,
Yeah.
even with like a tiny dab, it should be stronger than this. But I am feeling a stinging at my gums on like my top row of teeth. It is a weird feeling.
But I actually hate vinegar hot sauces because it's like, they're just yucky. Like Frank's Red Hot's really big around here, and I cannot stand it. All right. DBS asks, now y'all got me curious. Which Powerpuff Girl do you think I am?
Which Powerpuff Girl do I think you are, DBS? I think you're also a Buttercup type. Like, you have moments of, like, being, like, empathetic and a bit of a leader. I don't think you're quite like the bubbly, kind of party girl type that we kind of established with Bubbles. Honestly, now thinking about it, you're like a mix between Blossom and Buttercup with a little more Buttercup. Because Buttercup definitely fits your aesthetic a little bit more.
Okay, in response to an earlier question, Tiny says, please, Lady D always, but I'll also climb Jotaro from JoJo, and also try and fail to fuck a kaiju. That's a reference to Josephine's stream yesterday. It was really funny. You should go back and watch that VOD. It was hilarious. Zelda comes in chat, says, popping in to remind everyone that you're all amazing people, adorable beings, and a bunch of cuties.
Thank you, Zelda.
Thank you, Zelda. Okay.
Zelda, you want to submit a question to make me suffer? Also, have we gotten any other redeems as of late? Like any, like, hydrates or anything like that? I know we had a hydrate at the start of stream.
No one's put in any other redeems. Just
Okay.
Questions. Okay. Tiny asks, what can make you bottom out instantly?
See, now I have to talk about some of my kinks. What will make me bottom out instantly is calling me either a good doll or an on a hole.
Okay.
There's your answer.
All right.
What have we gotten any reactions from that in chat? Curious.
No, not yet. Tiny says takes note. DBS redeems stretches, stretchies, and hydrate.
Thank you.
And
You can
Zelda
actually
says,
see
I
me
never
stretching
want to
this
make
time.
the homies suffer, at least not intentionally.
Valid. I mean, come on, Schadenfreude is a thing. Where's my drink? Where's my drink? There's my drink.
I will also hydrate. I got the one.
I am going to spoil myself with some water and soda later. There we go.
Alrighty. Man, you're gonna make me want a soda, and like, I feel like the people at the 7-Eleven on my corner are gonna start judging me. They're like so much. Okay. Alright, another question from Tiny. Would you ever want to try to dom me?
I've thought about it a few times. Just obviously, like, even in a joking manner, I would want to clarify with Top Hat if that was okay. Because I don't want to, like, overstep any boundaries with you and your relationships, Tiny, or mine with Top Hat and my Dom. Speaking of, I'm hearing text from Top Hat. I cannot look at my phone right now.
Oh no. Okay. A bunch of these are just too tiny, so I'll just kind of read them off.
E.
Which horror thought would you really want to cause to bottom out?
Which horror thought would I want to cause to bottom out? I mean, considering how often that I see Lexi get bottomed out, especially by Celine,
Celine big knee bottom out. Jesus.
Oh yeah. I don't think I've ever actually seen Monkey like bottom out. I want to see that. Also, give me a moment. Now I'm curious on my texts.
Oh god, he's Bethesdaing.
Okay. All good. All good. Okay.
Adwell just comments like a bunch of head pad emotes.
Thank you. Oh, I should probably get the what I forget what it actually is an acronym for, but like tits. So like people can throw use a point redeem and it throws shit at my VTube model or my PNG.
I found a program. Oh shit, what was it called? That can do that. I haven't messed with it too much. I think I downloaded it, but I haven't messed with it. Swift, spelled SVIFT.
Oh, okay. I'll definitely have to take a look at that at some point.
So, I know it works for VC Face. I don't know what you use.
For my Live City stuff, I use VTube Studio.
I think it works with VTube Studio too.
Okay. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Who was that?
That is Adwill.
Adwell, thank you so much for the follow. You know what? For folks that are just hopping in, I guess I'll do another quick intro while we're waiting on our buddy Night Haze over here. For those that do not know, this is the Road to Dusk. You can call me Road, Dusk, anything that you would call a friend. I am a dream musher, so I focus on sleep, dreams, and the imagination to help create an environment where we can learn to be the better versions of ourselves. I'm currently here, joined as co-host with Jolly the Erotic Octopus and Haze95, who,
Hello.
if I have any other mods here, able to shout them out, please and thank you, because I cannot do that at the present moment. We are doing a hot sauce Q&A to where I have a bunch of nuggets and a bunch of questions, and also a point redeem for you guys to ask questions. If there's any question that stumps me, depending on the level of gossip, tea, however you want to define it, determines the level of spice, which goes from at least Cascabella or Banana Pepper all the way up to Carolina Reaper. So, and you can also bribe your way to have to make me take more Carolina Reaper, as has been proven by Tiny Foxtrot, who dropped 700 bits for me to take a tab of the Carolina Reaper.
As well as the standing offer of $25 worth of bits. I don't know how much that equates to take a swig.
Yeah, $25 would be 2,500.
Okay. Alrighty. Get another question from chat.
E.
If you couldn't kill the person and they could not kill you, what terrible serial killer or known genocidal leader would you sit down to talk to?
This is gonna be a cop-out answer, but honestly, none. I do not see a reason to... Like, if other people want to talk, interview folks of that particular history, you do you. That's not something that I would ever personally want to do.
Okay. A bit of a cop out, but I can see the reasoning behind it, so I'll let it
Yeah.
pass.
Well, because also think of how many serial killers and those that have instigated genocide whose views would want me in their hit list, basically.
I mean, that is why the question specifies that they couldn't harm you.
Even if they couldn't harm me, they could still very much, show and excuse and exude disdain and wish of wanting to do that, and that's still terrifying in and of itself. I think it's even more terrifying it can be sometimes more terrifying in a situation to be around someone that you know wants to do something to you, but they can't. Knowing that they have that motive, that they want to do something, but they cannot, something constrains them. Mortifying.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Okay, I think we're actually caught up on chat questions.
Okay. I guess head back over to the dock then?
Yep, head over to the dock.
Ow!
Are those two in the back your kidnappers or your bodyguards? I will leave that up to interpretation. I am a tentacle/sea monster VTuber. I will leave that up to interpretation.
Look, we already established how Luda we can get over here.
Listen, why do you think I have the tentacles?
probably for your spouse.
Yeah. All right. So, all right, onto the dock.
Yeah.
Would you rather win 5 million in one day or 50,000 every day till it reaches 5 million?
50 mil in one go, just because it would be a lot easier to.
No, it's 5 mil in one go.
Oh, well, still 5 mil in one go, because it'll be a lot easier to have to work on the taxes and everything for that when it's just one lump sum, as opposed to 50K for however many amount of days before it gets to 1 mil or 5 mil.
That's actually less days than I thought it would be. That's 100 days.
Yeah, but still, think of it also this way. Financially, especially with how tax brackets are right now in the US, you would be paying less taxes, technically, when doing the lump sum of 5 mil, as opposed to doing taxes on every single 50K through those 100 days.
Okay, so assuming that this is not a taxed amount of money, you just get it, no conditions. Well, how does that change it?
Doesn't really change anything, because then with the 5 mil, I could easily
Still take it.
Yeah, I would still pay off my student debt. I would pay off I would pay off Top Hat's student debt. I would pay off my father's. I would pay off my siblings. And put money aside to where Top Hat and I can be in a place to where we actually are safe but able to visit his family.
Yeah. So this one's a little confusing because it could go two ways. It
Mhm.
says a fictional world you would like to live in for everyone. I don't know if that means everyone here or if you want
Oh.
everyone to live in that world.
They may have been meaning like folks in the system, like different worlds that like they would
Okay,
want
yeah.
to live in.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So, also for context for folks that are hopping in and don't know all too well, dissociative. There's more than just me, so it's not too often, but you will see more than just me, Road, talking, playing games, doing whatever. Trying to think. Me personally, I would love to live in a world similar to .hack because the level of technology for VR is at a higher level than where we are now. Like when it comes to like the headsets that they talk about in the world of like .hack in their real world, everything is so much more compact. Their technology is so much more sleek compared to how it is currently. For others, I can't really say on others right now, mainly because none of them have ever really thought of that per se, and also because it's a little difficult to try and ask folks like in my brain in the system, in asking for like answers from them like on the fly like that.
Yeah. Okay. What's a cryptid, mythological creature, or monster you'd smash?
I mean, the ones that are listed on my certified monster fucker license are vampires, Baku, and incubi. So, are you wanting one that is from those three, or outside of those three? Because those three I'm already licensed to fuck.
I feel like that answers the question because it's from the doc, so I don't know. The person who put it in is here to clarify.
Yeah.
I'm kind of bummed I didn't get one of those.
I'm sure you'll be able to get one soon. Like they'll be put on the shop like eventually.
I know. I'm totally getting one of those.
I want to get
Because I'm the only person I know that
I want to get more for other folks in my system. You have no fucking idea.
Yeah. I want to get one so bad for mine players. I'm like the only person I know that's just like absolutely thirsty for Ithalids. Okay. What is one of your favorite memories?
So I also mentioned this one on a Twitter thread, but it's a very bittersweet one. So, and it's also technically not mine because brain dissociation, all the fun traumatic shit. But a very nice memory that I have is when my siblings and I were one of the few times that we were able to stay up late, and it was to watch our egg donor play Kingdom Hearts 1 on our PlayStation 2. I specifically remember when we were able to like sit down on the couch, just watch and chill. We were having Cocoa Puffs in a bowl like it was popcorn, like no milk, just eating it straight. And the sun was slowly starting to rise, and it was so beautiful. It was also very stressful because of how many times that Sora died against Riku when he was possessed by Ansem and Hollow Bastion.
Okay. A question. I feel like this one was like PBS, but I don't know. Finally, what I may ask, are those?
See, that's just a meme question. Are we really going to be counting that as a question to where I got to have some hot sauce?
I don't think I'll count that one.
Okay.
That's a big meme question.
Alright, well, is that all the questions from the doc?
No, actually, there's one more.
Oh, okay.
Last one. Which is better? Girth or length?
Girth.
Okay.
If you want context, you're gonna have to ask for that. Alright, I guess we're going back to... I guess we're going back to the chat for questions.
No one's asked any more questions. Anyone in chat? Questions.
Oh, wow.
They're 50
Tiny,
points.
did you use all your points? You know, I guess while we're waiting on others to be able, like, we're waiting on more questions, have there been any questions so far that would make you take hot sauce or anything else like that, Jolly?
Any ones that I would drink hot sauce over. Well, that one doesn't really. Well, I guess for me personally, I'm just kind of going through the favorite music genre. That would be for me, tie up between like drum and bass and metal. Kind of when I go. Underground artist. This is gonna sound really nerdy. I found this dude on YouTube called Astrophysics, and they do a lot of. They do some emo music, but they also, one thing I've really get into was they do like kind of vapor wavy covers of different songs, but with Hatsune Miku.
Ooh, I'm curious. Could you send me
They're
one of those?
really, really good. Yeah, I'll send you one. Remind me after stream, and I'll totally send you one.
Yeah.
Favorite Gen 4 starter is Piplup. Why did you decide to start streaming? Just seems fun. I like the idea of it. I've always, I was of the generation who grew up watching a lot of content creators, so it was like kind of just something I wanted to try, and I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Favorite Powerpuff Girls, we already answered that. Bubbles, titties, ass, or thighs. I'm a titties kind of person, but they're all pretty good. Heat for fire. I like campfires. I used to be a Boy Scout. I love camping.
Noise.
Fires are nice. Biggest fear, I answered that one, was kind of being bullied and like ending up on someone's cringe comp.
Yeah.
Most down bad person I know. Probably Lexi, honestly.
I was thinking Lexi for a moment, but then I remembered. Wait, in the System of Mist, they have a literal sex demon.
Like, in my friend group, it's me. Outside of like the streaming and like online community, but like everyone that I know, like especially with like different streamers, and definitely Lexi.
Oh yeah.
I already threw that one. Sharingan, why are you so handsome? I would probably do a hot sauce over why are you so handsome. I don't think I'm very attractive. Lady Dimitrescu, can you beat Goku? No, but fuck Goku.
The dude's not even a good father.
Yeah, I'm just not a Dragon Ball Z person. I never got into it because it was like really big when I was like younger, but I was poor and didn't have cable, so I never got to watch it.
Right.
And when I was finally able to like go and like watch anime, I like tried to watch Dragon Ball Z, and I watched it like a decent bit of it, but it was like I think I saw like up through most of like the Frieza saga, and I was just like, I don't. That being said, I do really like Krillin, so I
That's
feel like
fair.
Krillin gets does like he's like the best bud. He's cool. I like him. Pan Your Stocking. I've never watched that anime, so I couldn't really say.
How dare.
If I had to pick based on like, and I need to. There's a lot of animes you watch based on just purely aesthetics. Stalking. But I don't know much about the personalities of the characters. Would you rather win 5 million a day or 50,000 every day? As someone who actually, not that much, but got a lot of money at one point, at like one time, I would say 50,000 over like 100 days and help me break it up so I'm not just having it all at once. That's just me personally. Fictional world I would love to live in. Maybe the Forgotten Realms.
Ooh,
D&D.
okay.
That'd be fun.
Which is ironic considering
Or
how
the-
much inspiration that they take from like Norse and pagan mythology primarily. They also take a lot of inspiration from Hindu.
Yeah. Actually, we've been doing my D&D group. We've been running a Spelljammers campaign, and Wild Space is a super fun setting that I really like.
Nice.
What is one of your favorite memories? That's. I would need a minute to think about that one. Because having ADHD, my ability to recall, especially on the fly, is really rough. Like, that's one of the things that, like, really bad for you with my ADHD is
No, that's a
like,
mood.
memory. So, like, that question could be different any other time you ask me because it just kind of depends on what I can pull up at that time. I'm not good at, like, on-the-spot questions like that.
No,
So I
that's
guess it'd be
fair.
a hot sauce over that because that's a cop-out. Girth or length?
You want to know my logic
Neither?
on? Oh, fair.
But I mean, I don't have much experience with that personally, but like,
From my
you
experience,
don't need
it
much
is-
girth or length to get to where you need to go.
for my experience, also coming from someone that is a size king, it is your body is more easily able to train for more girth than more length, especially if you have the anatomy that I do. There's a certain point before you can't go any longer. So
Okay.
it's a lot easier to just train yourself to go thicker. Oh, we got another follow. Thank you so much for the follow. Who was that?
That was Cloudy Nights.
Who is that?
Cloudy Nights.
Cloudy Nights. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the follow. I guess while we're still waiting on Night Haze here, I'll do another quick little intro on myself. For those that do not know, this is the Road to Dusk. You can call me Road, Dusk, anything that you would call a friend. I am a dream musher, so I focus on sleep, dreams, and the imagination to help create an environment where we can learn to be the better versions of ourselves. We are very much forward when it comes to LGBTQIA2 Spirit Plus, mental health, neurodiversity, and like BIPOC forward advocacy and topics. I myself am dissociative, so I have a dissociative disorder. There's multiple folks more than just me. I am autistic and ADHD. Also have some friendos here, Night Haze 95, who's AFK, and Jolly the Erotic Octopus.
Hello.
We are currently doing a hot sauce Q&A, so it's a point redeem to ask me a question if you didn't do so already in the Discord server via like a Google Doc. If there is a question that my answer to is deemed a cop-out, or if I can't answer it due to like various reasons or whatever, depending on the level of gossip or tea determines the level of heat. I have 12 hot sauces here, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. I normally do a lot of gaming and drawing as well. VR chat, I'm hoping to try and do as a like once every 2 weeks or maybe once a month kind of thing. We'll see what happens. If any of that sounds curious to you, sounds something of interest to you, please feel free to stick around. I would very much appreciate the company. Speaking of our event here, have we gotten any more questions in the chat?
Not yet.
I think everyone's just kind of chilling right now.
Yeah, I mean, I probably didn't need to use the points for it, but I posted my own question in there. What's a personal favorite meme of yours?
Personal favorite meme, I can has cheeseburger. I can has cheeseburger
Such a
cat
classic.
holds such a special place in my heart. Like, I can has cheeseburger, Ermagerd. I just also love Ermagerd because it's funny to say.
It was such a fun era of memes.
Yes. Also Hamster Dance.
That's early internet.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's early internet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't get, again, going back to, like, I didn't have, like, internet and cable until I was, like, much older, so a lot of those like stuff I missed out on.
I mean, I didn't grow up, for context, I didn't grow up with the original Hamster Dance meme. I was the age to where I grew up with the audio, with like the remix song from like Radio Disney. That was an absolute fucking bop. But I know the history of like the Hamster Dance as a meme, so like I still love it. I also love like the early like the beginnings of like animated like meme animations. So like Caramel Dansen, Guri Hamachi, flipping. There were so many. This was also during the time of like the fanime era of YouTube.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 11 Polka.
Yes, Evan Polka.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah, 11 Polka.
What's
I
that?
love that one.
Yeah. That's about it for questions, pretty much. Yeah, I'm just chilling.
Oh, okay. I guess I am free then. Free!
Yay!
Yeah, I'm curious to know what time it is.
Just after 10 o'clock.
Just after 10. I'm not sure if I want to keep going or not, because like tonight's been really fun and really eventful, but like at the same time, the hot sauce. I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of a little disappointed with the fact that they are vinegar-based hot sauces.
I've always hated the vinegar-based hot sauces. I find them disgusting.
I was seriously hoping and expecting that these would be like thicker, like more potent. Like the one time that something was potent was because I accidentally spilled a shit ton of it on a nugget.
Yeah.
I guess we can leave this to like chat. Do you guys want to keep chilling for a bit and we can just like chill, chat, hang out, have more casual questions and maybe kind of like a story time through the course of the night and keep going until the normal time that we would end, which is midnight Eastern? Or are you guys content with us ending early and we raid out to somebody? Because yeah, I'm noticing that like Night Haze has been AFK for a good while.
Yeah, she's just been... Oh, she's moving.
Oh,
Or is that just her model?
it may have been her cat, like, moving
I
her
think that-
mouse.
No, it's like going back and... Oh no, that was jerk.
Oh.
Or, oh my
What do you
god.
want?
Oh.
Yeah, sorry.
You
I
were
was
just like,
getting food.
A little creepy, actually.
Good,
Because I
that
was
was
just like,
the
we were
plan.
talking about you slowly turned towards me and then slowly turned away, and I'm like, is that just like an idol? Like,
No, plus if my cat was here, you would have seen my model just go.
nice.
All right. Well, I mean, what? I recently asked a question to like chat. It's like, do we want to? Because it seems like people are like,
do the flop.
thank you for the flop. It seems like people are like questioned out. So like, I'm giving the offer of like, do we want to end stream early and raid out with somebody, or do we want to stick around till the normal end time? Just have like more of a casual Q&A story time kind of spiel.
It's up to you, really. You know, it's like, especially if you just want to take a break, kind of.
Yeah. I mean, I'm open
'Cause there's
for...
nothing wrong with like ending early.
Yeah. I'm open for either or, honestly. Especially because apparently I have the apartment all to myself tonight.
Hey.
Hey.
Yee. Can we actually go look at chat to see what chat is thinking?
Only person that really responded was Cloudy Nights, and they said, I just got here, but whatever you prefer.
Okay. I'm surprised that Tiny hasn't said a whole lot, because they were going at it.
Yeah.
Something could have just popped up that they were like, oh.
Fair. Alright, I'm actually curious to see who is doing stuff right now. So I'm going to look like the Exorcist for a quick moment.
Oh god, Josephine's booting up Monster Prom again.
Oh.
It's okay, Cloudy, you're fine. They're like, I must have made everyone poof. I'm sorry.
No, you're all good, Cloudy Nights. Alright, yeah, I think for the sake of my brain, especially because of how much technical difficulties I was having earlier today with my VR, and I want to get this fixed, I think we are going to end it early for tonight. So, let's start doing some outro stuff. If you want to keep up with any updates on my schedule or keep up with the community, feel free to check out the official Discord server. Do know that, like my streams here, my Discord is 18+, and do know that you have 10 minutes to verify that you have read the rules of the server. Otherwise, you will be temporarily booted by one of the bots designated to help out with trolls and bot raids. If you want to keep up with any updates on my schedule outside of that, feel free to check out my Twitter. If you do not want to deal with the dumpster fire that is that, though, you can check out my Linktree, which has all my socials, including a link to the official YouTube, which holds most to all of the VODs for streams thus far. If you want to support me financially in any way, not only can you subscribe to me on here, you can also donate to my Ko-fi, or you can ask for commissions on there. You can also tip via stream elements. Can we get the raid message out and then also shout, Kane, could you shout yourself and Jolly out?
Pure beans.
Thank you.
Second.
Yeah.
I will note that if anyone has the points for it, you can ask us to raid someone that you recommend. It is 5,000 points for the guide of the raid. Otherwise, I have someone that I think that we will all enjoy. Let me just move this biohazard over here. Alright, and I'm scooching closer to my computer. Alright. Alright, so since I haven't seen anyone redeem the guide the raid, I'm going to have us go over to a friend in our community, Demothrit, or Demo. They are a gender fluid humanoid moth that is currently playing, last I saw, Hollow Knight. So let's go.
How appropriate.
So let's go give Demo some love after we get the raid message out. There we go. And I won't do the fancy ones for followers or subscribers. Actually, no, I will. Change my mind. This emotes are adorable.
Yay, emotes.
Yes, there is a version for followers. Here's a version for subscribers. And let's get the raid over to Demo. Let's double check that I spelled their name right. Yes, I did. No, while this is the end of stream, this is not the end of our time together, as the road to dusk will always open for another adventure. Thank you all so much for sticking around, hopping in tonight. Please have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is in your time zone, as we... I just realized that this didn't connect to my mic. Y'all have a good one. Have a good night.